Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lead from Within podcast. Today, I have the pleasure to welcome Raashi Sharma with me, and I'm going to coach her. I'm going to coach her here on the podcast. And Raashi, how are you feeling? First of all,
Very excited to be here, Nina. Very excited. And I love what you're doing, live coaching on a podcast. I think that's very new, very interesting. And I'm excited to see how my problems get solved.
yes, because that's why I'm here. That's what I do and I love doing, is to figure out, dive deep, deconstruct what's going on to give you more clarity. Basically, it's from chaos to clarity. Okay, Raashi, we haven't spoken at all.
No.
So I want you to tell me what is kind of your biggest challenge right now, your issue that you can't get sleep over, right? Like, what is it, the one thing that keeps you up at night?
Well, being in digital marketing, our industry is so fast moving. Everything needs to be done immediately. Everything's urgent. What happens in that space as a leader is you delegate.
Right.
You trust your team, you delegate work to them, you delegate tasks to them. And unfortunately, due to various reasons, one not being only the intention, is they don't take ownership for it. There are lots of excuses that come in. It didn't happen because the client didn't approve, or the email didn't go out, or we're waiting on the data to come in, or the images to come in. The reasons are endless, but the ownership to get it completed is a bigger miss.
Okay.
So I sleep with a list of their tasks and my tasks together.
So actually, you're trying to delegate it, but it comes back to you.
It comes back to me.
Back to you.
Yes,
Okay.
that's very well put, actually. That's exactly the problem.
Right. So if we kind of take it in the Lead from Within formula, right? I speak about this a lot, how, we have given circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Just circumstances that are coming up and that are completely neutral. So tell me a little bit about, what is your team like? Like, how many people, what do they have to do? What is it that you're delegating?
So we've got about 13 team members who are through and through with me, apart from our contractual freelancers. And I have a second in line. I have a second in command in line, work delegated. One takes care of CRM, one takes care of team leadership. So we've got all that bifurcated. What happens is when I delegate a task to them, get it done from somebody, they pass it off, but they forget to follow up or to ensure it's done unless I ask, is it done or not?
Right.
So the reporting back is not non-existent. No, it's not happening. So I have to continue adding it to my task list instead of, hey, it's done, so I'm expecting it to be completed because it's given to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. And so what consequences have you been taking?
Oh, so many. We've lost clients because of that. We've sincerely lost business because of that. We have lost, more than that, the trust of some of our clients because of that. Because they're waiting on something and they're waiting and waiting and waiting, and the time has passed. And suddenly the manager's like, oh wait, I thought it's done. I thought it will be done. And the concept of assumption because of delegation really, really hits hard. And that makes us lose business instantly because the competition in the market is so high. If not us, there are 10,000 people doing it.
Okay.
So we have to really be on the top of our toes.
Yes, very good. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of a insight here, get a little bit of a picture. So what is happening on the surface is tasks don't get done, but it's your expectation, right? Like, whatever we put in the circumstance line is always neutral. That's what factual. So last time that happened, tell me about a specific situation so we can go through it and deconstruct it.
100%, I think that's great. Let's take an example of a website.
Okay.
We've developed the website, we're doing the annual maintenance. The client asked us to change the banner.
Okay.
That, okay, we're doing something new, it's a diabetes month, we want to get it up and running. They've given the content to the account manager, get this done. She's given it to the designer and then left it. Now the designer sent the image, now the client has given some changes, but because the ownership circle is not complete,
Right.
She's given the changes, but has the banner come back? Okay, has it approved? No. Has it gone live? Has it gone to the developer? No.
They haven't followed
They haven't followed up.
Basically, they
No.
haven't followed
So
up.
the docket is ready, it's approved. She's given it to the developer, but the follow-up that, hey, did you do it? Is it live? To cross-check, is it done or not? That end circle is not done. So the cake is made, the ingredients are put in, it's in the oven, but they didn't turn on the oven.
Right. Okay. So circumstance is exactly what? Let me figure it out. The fact is they didn't actually do the work.
Yeah.
So they didn't do the work. This is how you're thinking about it right now.
Yes.
When you're thinking they didn't do the work or they're not capable or it doesn't circuit back, how do you feel? What are the emotions that you're coming up with?
Oof, that's a tough one. So I think one is I trusted you, like betrayal, but betrayal is too long a word. I trusted you with the task. I expected you to complete it. Support, lack of support. If I have your back, I wish you had my back and completed your task as well. And I think ownership, it always comes down to do it like it's meant to be completed. It's your own client, it's your own work. So even as a sense of, if someone gives me a task, the first thing is to make sure it's done and completed at the end of the day. And that's how I follow up with them. If I have a meeting with the client tomorrow, I'm not going to just open the website blankly. I'm going to make sure it's done the night before. But that's not the same reciprocation. So I think these three emotions, ownership, a bit of betrayal.
Betrayal. You see a little bit the betrayal. When you feel betrayal because you're thinking, this is not getting done, my team is slacking on the circuit. So basically the circuit is slacking. It's not, the oven is not being turned on. What do you do? I wonder, what do you do when you feel betrayal?
Earlier, let's say about a year ago, I used to do it myself.
Okay,
Like,
so you're picking it up. You're doing,
I'm like
just slacking up.
Finish it off. Oh my God. I would give them my thoughts in a very constructive manner because I know criticizing someone is not my style of leadership. Because telling them, oh, you didn't do it is not going to help them do it next time. But explaining it to them how it has an adverse effect. And then I ended up doing it myself. But lately, I leave it on them that, okay, I need it done. If the meeting's at 11, do it by 10 a.m.
Okay.
Figure a way out to do it by 10 a.m. before the meeting begins. Now, I have had a 50-50 success rate in that. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So that's where my struggle lies.
That's what I was going to ask you, like, what is the result of that?
Yeah.
The result is 50-50.
Yeah.
So you're not, because here's the thing, the circumstance is very neutral. Something, didn't get done is also already our perception of it.
Yeah.
How do you perceive yourself as a leader is very important. So one of the things I've learned with working with so many leaders is how you self-identify is how you create situations. How you take ownership of yourself as a leader is what they're going to feel as well, like being the example of what's possible. So I'm trying to figure out, where does your ownership lie here, right? See how I'm turning it back to you, because it's the only thing you can control. How, right? It's even in a leader-employee situation where you feel like, okay, they should just know what to do. There's a lot of assumption. You spoke about assumptions earlier, right? There's a lot of assumptions of they should just know what to do. They should just do it. Everything has to be done yesterday.
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing it? And because there's so much pressure and so much expectation, the thought that is leading to the betrayal feeling, and that has you do it for them at the end of the day, or, trying to explain it to them and do all the things, is that they're not going to do it right. It's almost like you're assuming they're not going to do it right.
Yeah.
And then they don't do it right.
And you're like, oh, I was right.
So here's another way we can try it, right? So our brain goes by default to the worst case scenario only, right? And so that's why it doesn't, wake you up at night and, keep on thinking about the thought loops that we have, right? The thoughts are always creating our feelings or emotions. So when you're thinking they're not capable, when you're thinking they're not getting it done, when you're thinking this, they don't know how to turn the oven off, what you will end up doing is to reacting to the fires and doing it all yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So something has gone wrong here. But the thing is, usually what happens when we blame other people, one finger, is turning at them, but at least three is turning back at us. And I'm not going to try to make you feel guilty or try to make you feel, oh my gosh, this is now all on me and under responsibility, but to create more awareness of how I can actually empower these people so they take ownership. Yes, right? Like you want them to take ownership, right? But then you end up doing it for them, right? Because they're not. So how do you think, if we put it back into the lead from within formula, and I'm going to explain it to you, right? We're going to work backwards. I'm going to ask you, what is the result or outcome you want for them? What is it?
I think it's about making sure that the work gets done, the job gets done.
Okay, we need the job get done. Job gets done comes in the kind of result line or the outcome line. Now, what do you need to do, because it's the only thing you can control, for them to get the work done? What do you need to do?
My answer would have been different at the start of the podcast, but I think now it would be allowing them the space to do it, giving them the opportunity to do it. And I want to say trusting them to do it. But when I say trusting them to do it, there's a little part of me that's constantly like, but they didn't do it.
But I don't really trust them, right? It's so interesting because you know, Raashi, how I have so many children, right? And I don't want to compare children and employees, but sometimes it's like they're like, expectations are a big thing.
Yeah.
And especially if you take it personally, right? You feel the betrayal. You're like, it's almost like I would say to my kids, because you didn't do your bad, mommy's feeling bad.
Yeah.
You know how that is, I'm going to call it out, emotional manipulation, rather than here are the consequences. If you don't do this and this and this is what's going to happen. Without you getting emotionally involved as a leader, because that's burning up your energy.
Yeah.
That's going to actually make you feel worse, and it's going to make you worse at your leadership job.
Oh, yes.
And then you're going to try to react to everything, try to do everything for them. And then soon enough, you're not going to have the team that you actually want.
Yeah. And I think this will also result in them getting frustrated because they're trying to do it, but maybe I'm not allowing them to do it with my weird on and off again trust relationship with them. So I keep saying I trust you, but I'm not giving them that space to actually do it. So it'll frustrate them furthermore. That actually makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's almost like, where are you not fully owning?
Yeah.
It's so interesting how that always works, because when you spot something, you spot it, you got it.
Yeah.
Right? Where you feel they're not doing their work, where haven't you explained it well? Where haven't you really communicated clearly to them? So if we come back to the model and we think about the result is the outcome, we need the work to get done.
Yeah.
Work to get done is the result. And the actions would be allowing them the space to do it, trusting them unconditionally. And I know you have a little bit of resistance there, but that's what we need to clear out most, right? Allowing them to do it, trusting them. How do you need to feel in order to feel trust and in order to give them the space?
That's a very interesting question because there's so many emotions that come up with that. Of course, I need to feel at the end of the day content with what's happening. It all comes down to, okay, it may not be the best work. Sometimes you can't always put your best foot forward, but at least content with the kind of work that's been happening.
Yeah.
So I think content is the emotion I would want to feel.
Very good, because that's the energetic fuel that's driving all of your actions.
Yeah.
So content, and I would maybe offer you almost like moving into acceptance of what is.
Yeah.
Like accepting what is sometimes it seems like resignation, but it's really not. It is really about moving into that space of, okay, this is happening right now. I don't want to fight with the reality.
Yes.
Accepting what is. And then from this place of acceptance and contentment, I can create the space and the trust for my employees to do their work and to get it done. They're going to feel it too. But now the most important question is, in order to feel that acceptance and contentment, what is it that you need to believe about yourself, or what thoughts shall come up for you?
The immediate one that came into my mind is, you did the best that you could to train them. Now you need to kind of let the babies do the job. You did what you could, because we have a very extensive training program when an employee, I call them team members. I hate calling them employees because we have a very flat hierarchy system.
Yes.
We don't believe in pyramid. There's no one above the other. Everyone's an equal. The job roles may differ with the seniority and with your experience, but everyone's approachable.
I love that. I love that you have that kind of equality, diversity and equality approach at the same time.
Yeah. So even me, even though I'm the founder and the CEO, I still handle client accounts to keep my one foot on the ground at all times. Because if my foot is not on the ground, I can't understand the challenges of my team. But while I say that, and while I understand that, I think to answer your question, it's very, very important to trust myself that I have trained them well enough to do what they have to do.
Yes.
So maybe that belief needs to change.
Yes.
And because I keep going back to, oh, I could have done this, even though it's their reaction, their response, it always comes back to my emotions.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, like it's almost like you're taking everybody's emotions and you're responsible for it all.
Yes.
Instead of letting them experiencing what they need to experience. And also it's almost like they're going to feel so much more empowered when they are in their own space.
Yeah.
And they're going to take that ownership culture, which you actually want.
Yes.
It's control and letting go at the same time. Right? Like we're like
oxymoron.
Yes, it's really interesting because people ask me all the time, but you speak about controlling reality. You speak about how do I manifest that result, right? And manifestation only really needs two ingredients. It needs a conscious choice, that's what we're doing, and then it needs the energy. The energy to actually do it, to drive the change, and make it happen. But what ends up happening is either you didn't make a conscious choice, right? Like we don't know what we actually want. So many people are in that gray area.
Yeah.
Right?
Until
always say the universe has one answer. It's always yes, right? It's like I'm not good enough, yes, and I'm the most extraordinary leader, yes. Right? So I think we figured some out.
Yes.
It's helping you to get clear.
100%, because it makes sense. Two things that I really have as a takeaway that I'm going to actively work upon is becoming that emotional magnet. I don't need to own everyone's emotions.
Yes.
And the second is trusting them to do it as much as I have the resistance, until it's like you've taught the person how to swim and then you just need to let them.
Right.
Every time they might go under the water for a second or two, but if I keep rushing in and be like, oh, they don't know how to swim, they'll never learn.
Exactly.
I need to really control my mommy instead.
It's absolutely that. It's like let them drown for a little bit. You can always help, right? But it's not even what happens. It's how you do it and with what energy you do it, right? You might want to save them here and there, but it's not going to make you feel frustrated. You're not going to lose sleep over it. You're going to decide consciously to let go and create the results, and you will see. Hopefully we'll talk again and see how it's going to work out for you. Thank you so much for this opportunity to coach you. It's a privilege to be here with you in Mumbai. Thank you so much.
Likewise, Nina, and thank you. I think I have a lot of take-backs. I have a lot of actionable insights into steps.
Yes.
One thing I really appreciate is you're taking examples and really breaking it down.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And I really, really hope that you continue lead from within, because something in me shifted right now. And I'm very excited to go back to my desk and kind of work backwards to it and use the formula for all the challenges I face.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Reverse engineering. Let me give you a hug. Oh my gosh, this is great. Thank you so much, Raashi. Thank you everyone for listening, and I'll see you very soon on the next